Hello YouTube and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are cooking up this spaghetti squash. I've made spaghetti squash once before and I didn't particularly like it, but I'm trying it again because my mom always said you have to cultivate a taste for everything. So just keep trying. So I can't really remember how I did it the last time I made it, and I don't know, I just don't remember it being very tasty. I do like other kinds of squash, so we're just going to start by slicing it, and I'll clean up the seeds, and then I'm going to roast it in the pan in the oven. And while it's roasting in the oven, I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce, ground beef and tomato sauce from the garden, and a few herbs and onion, and then we're going to broil it. Anyway, I'll just cut it and you'll see. So I don't know, I like other types of squash, but the last time I tried spaghetti squash, I don't know, it didn't speak to me. So we'll just clean out the seeds. And then, because I'm afraid it might not be enough for all of us, because when I checked the recipe after, it said use 2 spaghetti squash, but I only had the 1. I actually have it, my mother-in-law gave it to me. She said, do you want to use it? I said, I'll try it again because, I don't know, I didn't have a good experience the first time. So, along with my spaghetti squash, I'm going to do a butternut squash too, just to make sure that we'll have enough. So now that they're cleaned out, I'm going to rub some olive oil and put some salt and pepper in them, and then roast them in the oven for 40 minutes at 400 degrees. Olive oil. Oh, forgot to cut this one. Cut the butternut. If you haven't seen my butternut squash soup recipe, I'll link it in the description below and you can check that out. That's really yummy. Ooh, nice and orange. Huh, matches my apron. Okay. They might take less long than the spaghetti squash, so I'll have to keep an eye on it because it's a little butternut squash. I don't know if I should take the stem off. Maybe I'll take the stem off. Going in the oven, 400 for 40 minutes. Flip them over. Ta-da. While that's baking in the oven, we're going to prepare the spaghetti type sauce. So I'm going to cut up an onion and some garlic that we can brown with some ground beef. we'll cook the sauce up, and then we'll get a salad ready to serve on the side, and yeah, hopefully it should be yummy. And it's true what I said about trying things again to cultivate a taste. If you have children, you know, they don't like something the first time, just keep introducing it to them. And I mean, with most things, they'll get used to it and cultivate a taste for it. So the squash, I'm sure it's going to turn out good this time. All right, so I have some ground beef here. It's about 2 pounds. I'm just going to use 1 pound of it. So we'll just put it into our pot that's been heating up. And it's medium ground beef, so I'm gonna cook the meat first and then drain off a little bit of the fat, and then add my onion and my garlic. It's looking good. I'm going to add in my tomato sauce. It's still partially frozen, but it'll just thaw out while it's cooking. Cover it and let it simmer for a little bit. So while our sauce is simmering and the squash is still baking in the oven, I thought it would be nice to do some garlic bread on the side. And I have these rolls here that I'll just slice in half, and I'll show you how I make the garlic butter. And then we'll make a salad too. So here I have a 1/4 cup of butter. I have 2 cloves of garlic and my mini grater, and I'm just going to grate the garlic over the butter, and then we'll mash it all in. You'll want your butter to be soft. I was going to put a little bit of parsley in it too. It's dried parsley. Put that in. Take a fork and mash it in. Okay, I think that's nice. So that's what the garlic butter looks like. And now I'll slice up my dinner rolls. And then you just want to take your bread and your butter, and it's pretty basic. You put the garlic butter on your bread. So when it's almost meal time, I'll just put this in the oven to toast, and I'll stay right beside the oven so that they don't burn, because that's happened more often than not. You get distracted, you think you're gonna remember, and then you smell something burning. So I'll set these aside. Ta-da! And we'll get to making the salad. So I'm just gonna do a green salad. I have some romaine And I'll add tomato, cucumber, some onion, some green pepper. And then we'll make the dressing. And the dressing I'll just make with some olive oil and balsamic vinegar. So here's the sauce. It's looking really good. And I tasted it. It doesn't need any more salt. Pepper, it tastes really good. And I noticed this must be a sauce I didn't run through my food mill. I can see all of the tomato skins, but that's okay. All right, so upon looking at the recipe again, it says to do it for 55 to 60 minutes, not 40. So now it seems nice and soft. And now we can shred it up with forks. This one has a lot of juice, so I'm just gonna empty the juice. Here are my butternuts. I just scooped out a little bit more flesh and we'll put the sauce in there. Okay, we'll get forks. Okay, so it's all shredded up. I'll bring the sauce. I'm just gonna put my oven on broil. I'm gonna put the cheese on, and then you're supposed to put it under the broiler to melt the cheese, and hopefully it'll be delicious. Okay guys, I'm going to show you our favorite drink to have at supper time, SodaStream. A little while ago, well, a couple years ago, we stopped buying soda regularly. We just have it on special occasions if the boys want it for their birthday or something. And now we drink SodaStream. So all day I've had some citrus fruit just infusing in the water. And now we'll carbonate it with the SodaStream machine, and that's what we always drink now. And it's just refreshing and has that little bit of zip, so you feel like it's a little bit whatever, fancy, but yeah, good for you. And I don't even buy those like fake flavors that they sell. I just put in good old fruit, and you could put in mint, you can put ginger, you can put cucumber, berries are really good. So the best is you just let the flavor infuse for several hours, and then carbonate it just before your meal. And yeah, it's really good. The boys all got used to it too, and they like it. So yeah. So here's the meal all done. Here's the spaghetti squash with the meat sauce and cheese, butternut squash with the garlic bread, and the salad I put the dressing on, And we have our soda stream. So I'll let you know what we think about the spaghetti squash. All right, so I ended up really liking the spaghetti squash this time with the sauce and the cheese. I really found it delicious, and the boys ate it. My husband liked it, so it was definitely a hit this time. And with the garlic bread and salad, it was a great meal. So go ahead and try this spaghetti squash recipe out. Let me know in the comments what foods you want to try again to see if you can cultivate a taste for them. Until next time, God bless you all. Bye.